Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss the cumulative frequency distribution as given two cases here, less than 10, 15, 20. This is given the marks. Number of students are given 5, 13, 16, 20 and 25. So we need to convert it into the intervals, class intervals. How we will do that? We will see the difference between the values 10, 15, 20, 25. It is a difference of 5. So less than 10 we'll take 5 to 10 range. Then next what we will do, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25 and 25 to 30. These are the intervals we will convert into. Then about the frequency, we have to create frequency. Number of students, they show us cumulative frequency. We will take the first interval value as 5 is as it is. Then for the next interval 10 to 15 we will take the value 13 minus 5. So it will be 8. Then for the interval 15 to 20 we will deduct 16 minus 13 we will do and we will get 3. So for each interval we will subtract the values previous from the previous interval. In this way we will get frequency. Next, more than 5, 10, 15, these are the marks given and number of students are given 25, 20, 12, 9 and 5. So how we will convert it into interval? We take the difference. More than 5 we will take it 5 to 10. There is a difference of 5, so in this way 10 to 15, 15 to 20, 20 to 25 and 25 to 30, taking the difference of 5. Now what about cumulative frequency? How we will convert it into frequency? By deducting the cumulative frequencies. For 5 to 10 range, what we will do? We will deduct 20 from 25. We will get the value 5. For interval 5 to 10, we will subtract 12 from 20. We will get 8. And so on. We will subtract it and we will get the values for the different intervals. Last interval, more than 25, we will take the value as it is 5 for the frequency. Next is, what is weighted mean? This is the formula of weighted mean. Summation of weights into x divided by summation of weights. Let's see an example to understand it. Here this is an example. Here you are given with values of x, which is standing for wages here. Then weightage is given to the different workers 10, 20 and 50. Now how we will create the column Wx? By multiplying the workers' weights with their wages. 8 into 10, 80, 6 into 20, 120, 4 into 50, 200. So we will create a summation xw. How we will get it? By adding all the values 80 plus 120 plus 200. What is the summation of weights? It is 80. Now putting the values in the formula, we will get the answer. This is known as weighted mean. So if you see, items are given in question number 8, back exercise of your chapter, and 68, 85, 101, 102, these are the items, stand for x. Weights are given 1, 46, 31, 1, 11. So what you will do in the same way, you will place two columns x and w, and using the same pattern you will create a column of wx and then put the values in the given formula. So you will do this question by yourself. Next is less than frequency and cumulative distribution given. Here you will create the intervals and then the frequency. Now moving on to the question number 10. A candidate obtains 46% marks in English, 67% mathematics, 53% in Hindi and 72% in history, 58% in economics. Now weights are being given here. It is agreed to give triple weight to the marks in English. The weightage given is 3 times. Double weights are given to the marks in mathematics as compared to other subjects. So no weight is given. Same weight is there for the other subjects. Now what we have to calculate here? We have to calculate weighted mean and we have to compare it with the simple arithmetic mean. So let's see the solution here. Percentage were given. I created column X. Weight, triple weightage to English, weightage 3 to maths I have given, and 1 weightage I have given to the other subject. Means no extra weightage is given to them, they remain as it is. Now I will create a column XW and then I will multiply weights with the X. 4 into 40, 3 into 46, 138, 2 into 67, 134 and so on. Then I will get summation XW and summation W, use the formula and get the answer. So in this way we have done question number 10. Next is your combined mean. You know the formula for combined mean. Apply the formula on question number 11. You are given 2 branches of establishment employing 180 persons. So 100 for the first establishment number N and N2 is 80. Arithmetic mean of the salaries of the 2 branches is given as 275 and 225. X bar 1 is 275, X bar 2 is 225. So we will apply the formula of combined mean. So see the formula. X bar 1 to N1, X bar 1, N2, X bar 2, N1 plus N2. So this is the formula you will apply to solve your question. Now moving on to the question number 12. The mean marks obtained by in an examination by a group of 100 students is given. And then the mean marks obtained in the same examination by another group of 200 students is also given. Find out the mean marks obtained by both the group of students. Again you will apply the combined mean method. Now see illustration number 17. Arithmetic mean of a series of 40 items was calculated by a student as 265. But while calculating it, item was 115 was misread as 150. So while making the calculations, there is a mistake. We need to find the corrected mean. Let's see how we do it. So what is given to us? We are being given that there are how many number of items? 40. And then what is the arithmetic mean that was calculated? It was 265. Okay. So one item, any of the item was misread as 100, 15 was misread as 150. Okay. So wrong value and right value we will write. What is the wrong value in the series? 150. What is the correct value in the series? That we need to change it into 150. So let's first apply the formula of mean, summation x upon n. Okay. So we can also put it like this. Okay. Sorry, this is x bar. N x bar. This is also, you will just arrange it. Okay. Now what will happen here? We will put the values. We will get the value of summation x. 40 into 265. So what do we get? We get 10600. All right. So this is the column in which we have added all the values. Out of these values, one value is wrong and one value is correct. So we have to reduce the wrong value, we need to add the correct value. So how we will do that? We will try to find the corrected summation x 10600. We will deduct the wrong value and we will add the corrected value. So now we will try to find out the corrected mean. Okay, from the corrected summation x we will use it, corrected summation x, and we will use the number of values. Okay, so what we will get, let's see, 10565 divided by number of values, that is 40. So we get to 64.12. So these are the questions of corrected mean. How we will do it? We will just use this particular equation and then out of the total we will reduce the incorrect values, we will add the correct values, and we will find the corrected mean. So in your books, back exercise, calculate the corrected mean using the same method that we have just used. Okay, the number of student is given 40, mean marks is 100, summation x we will calculate and then we will use the right value and deduct the wrong value. Question number 14 is combined mean. Do it by yourself. Marks below and number of students in question number 15. Here what you will do, you will first of all create the intervals. This is less than cumulative frequency question. Again in question number 16, use combined mean method. Question number 17, there is this is also a question of combined mean, but it is done in a different way. The average marks for statistics in class of 30 was 52 and top 6 students average is given. So average of the other students, you have to calculate x bar 2 here in the formula of mean. It means you are not being given x bar 2, you are given x bar 1 2, the value of n1 x bar 1, n2 and n1 n2. You need to calculate x bar 2. Next again question number 18, corrected mean. Do it by yourself. Then again above 300, 310, 320, this is more than cumulative frequency given, create the interval. Okay, so if you have any problem just ask. So in this way we will do the less than and more than cumulative frequency. Okay, use this particular page to understand. Okay, thank you class.